Welcome to the surprisingly epic 12-step industrial journey that transforms a humble farm spud into your absolute favorite crispy snack. In this explainer, we're diving deep into the incredible choreography of modern food manufacturing. You probably grab a bag off the shelf without a second thought. I know I definitely do. But by the end of this, you're going to have a whole new appreciation for the literal engineering behind every single bite. Let's get into it. Just take a look at the sheer scale of the whole process. It's wild. From the muddy fields up at the start, all the way down to the loading dock at the very end. This is a continuous, non-stop flow. It's essentially a 12-step masterclass in modern engineering, designed to do just one thing perfectly: turn raw potatoes into precisely uniform, perfectly seasoned chips. So instead of just reading off a list, we're going to follow our potato protagonist through 4 distinct, action-packed phases: the spud's beginning, the wash, sort, and slice prep, the main event, which is the frying, and finally, packaged, shipped, and delivered. Phase 1, the spud's beginning, from farm to factory. The journey kicks off with raw material collection out in the dirt, well, harvested from farms to be exact, followed by rumbling transportation in these massive heavy-duty trucks. But things really get going at step 3 with the factory arrival. These industrial trucks back up and literally tilt their entire beds backward to just dump massive payloads directly into the factory hoppers. It is a super dramatic start to the whole thing. I mean, just think about the sheer logistics required here for a second. To keep that unloading bay constantly fed with fresh ingredients day in and day out, that requires a perfectly scheduled fleet of trucks arriving right on the dot. Literally, if the trucks stop, the whole factory grinds to a halt. It's an absolute marvel of supply chain management before a single potato even makes it inside the building. Moving into our second phase, prep. Wash, sort, and slice. Think of it as a high-pressure spa day for the spuds. In step 4, the potatoes get tumbled through these massive industrial drums, washed absolutely clean by cascading water. Then, step 5 is sorting. Here, a tag team of human workers and highly automated optical machines filter out any spuds that don't meet strict factory standards. They're basically the VIP bouncers of the chip world. The survivors then move on to step 6, which is the automated peeling and slicing machines. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to grasp here is this primary processing stage. The machine takes a whole, bulky potato on one side and essentially spits out perfectly uniform, razor-thin slices on the other. This is it. This is the exact moment the potato loses its original root vegetable shape and becomes the raw canvas for our chip. And the precision of those blades, it ensures every single chip is going to cook at the exact same rate. But right now, at this stage, we just have thousands of perfectly uniform, raw, wet slices. Which begs the million-dollar question: how does this damp, kind of boring, starchy disc actually transform into that satisfying, crispy crunch we all crave when we're lounging on the couch? That brings us to phase 3, the absolute heart of the operation, the main event, frying. It's a trial by sizzling oil. Step 7, the slices drop into massive, steaming oil vats. This searing heat rapidly boils away the potato's natural moisture, replacing it with oil to create that signature crispy texture. Then, in step 8, automated graded conveyors instantly pull the chips from the vat, draining off the excess oil so they don't end up a soggy mess. Finally, step 9, the now golden chips tumble through rotating drums where they get showered with precisely measured, mouth-watering seasonings. This brilliantly captures the massive sensory explosion happening right on the factory floor. Imagine the roaring sound of those sizzling vats, the visual of thousands of chips turning this perfect golden yellow, and that rich, savory aroma of hot oil and spices hitting freshly cooked chips. The transformation from farm spud to snack is officially complete. Finally, we reach our 4th and final phase: packaged, shipped, and delivered, ready for the world. Step 10 introduces a rigorous final quality inspection. Eagle-eyed workers stand over the golden chips on the conveyor belt, making sure only the absolute perfect ones make the cut. Once approved, step 11 drops them into these crazy, high-speed vertical packaging machines. This equipment portions out the chips, injects a tiny puff of protective air, so they don't get crushed, and heat seals those branded bags in literally a fraction of a second. Finally, step 12. The boxes are packed, loaded onto delivery trucks via forklift, and sent straight to your grocery aisle. Looking back at this complete 12-step global choreography, you can really start to appreciate the continuous, nonstop flow of this entire system. From the muddy tractor way back in step 1 to the forklift in step 12, it's a seamless, highly engineered loop. It really is like a giant puzzle where every piece has to fit perfectly. It's honestly amazing, this incredibly complex, perfectly timed industrial process, which requires heavy machinery, precise thermodynamics, and really strict quality control, happens millions of times a day across the globe. All of that effort just so we can rip open a bag and enjoy a quick, affordable snack. It's a real game changer when you stop to think about it. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you hear that familiar crinkle of a chip bag, actually take a look at the chip. Consider the massive, fully automated 12-step industrial ballet that had to happen just to make that single perfect bite possible. If this is the incredible length we go to today for a simple potato chip, how much more advanced will our food systems be tomorrow?